Welcome. Hello, it's Jasmine here from Prakasha Yoga and Yoga Therapy. We are doing a Yoga Nidra practice to help find space physically, mentally, emotionally, on all levels really of our being. If your life is quite full at the moment and there's not much space for the things you love doing, then this practice will really help you to feel that sense of space even amidst the busyness. Or if you've spent a lot of time indoors recently, or your job requires you to be indoors in an office, or you just have a lot of mental noise at the moment, then this space will really help you to find a bit of clarity and take a deep breath into a more spacious part of yourself. If Yoga Nidra is new to you, it's a really incredible way to hit the reset button. I always find it just totally wipes the slate and shifts my perspective and allows me to kind of step back into life with a really fresh outlook. I've read that doing just 20 minutes of a really deep Yoga Nidra practice can equate to about 2 hours of solid rejuvenating sleep. So it's a very healing, very nourishing practice for the inner body, the mind, and just your emotional body as well. So if you'd like to just take a few moments to find a comfortable space to lie down in, to rest in, ideally on your back, but if that's not comfortable, you could be sitting in a chair or resting on your side. Grab yourself a pillow for behind your head, grab something to put under your knees, something to cover your eyes can be really nice, just to shut out any light distractions. And know that all you have to do in this practice is rest and receive and listen to the sound of my voice and just follow the instructions lightly. Don't worry if you miss something, if you fall asleep for a moment and then come back. They're all just signs that your body is really craving this deep, deep rest. I hope you enjoy the practice. Welcome to this practice of Yoga Nidra. Just take a few more minutes to completely find the position that you want to rest in. Making any last arrangements or adjustments with your body, with your clothing, with any props that you need. Make sure you're warm, make sure you're comfortable and fully supported. Let your eyes close. This shift from the external world into the inner world. And let this be a time where you switch off thinking and drop into a more sensory experience. Begin to notice the back of your body resting against the ground. Notice the stable, solid surface that supports your body. Become aware of the invisible plane of contact between the back surface of the body and the ground. And let the body melt into that space. Noticing where you might be holding tension the jaw, the face, the temples. Let the teeth part slightly so the tongue can just rest comfortably in the mouth so there's no tension in the jaw. Notice if your belly is held tight and allow that to relax too. Feel into the surface of the back of the head that's connected to the ground. Just get a sense of the weight of your head. Let go of the weight of the head. Feel the backs of the shoulders, the shoulder blades melt to the ground. Notice the space behind the back, the lower back. And then the legs, a connection of the legs from the hips down. Any sense of space behind the legs, behind the knees, behind the ankles. Taking a moment to notice the space that the body is taking up. Can you allow it to take up a little bit more space? Softening into the space around you. The whole back surface of the body connected to the ground. What would that feel like if there was no ground below you and all that existed underneath you was infinite space? Can you visualize what that might feel like, what that might look like? And does it have a color? How vast can your mind travel into that space below the body? Allowing the body to sink into that space. And notice your breath as you reside in this deep, infinite space. Very soft, rhythmic breath. Is there something you can let go of to deepen your connection into this space? Something mentally, perhaps physically. And then let your breath draw you back to your body. Let your breath move into the space above your body, above your face, above your torso, above your legs. The same sense of space above the body. How does that feel compared to the space below the body? Does it feel lighter? Does it feel denser? What's the essence of this space for you? As you rest into this space, notice your breath and allow the breath to hold you here. And then let your breath draw you back to your body and into the space to the right side of you. Being curious about the space to your right, the space between your body and your arm, the space between your fingers, space all around the right side of the body. Does that space end where the floor starts, or are you able to travel your awareness beyond those boundaries? Can your breath fill that space to the right side of your body? And then use your body to draw your awareness back to the center and breathe across to your left. I think your breath could just fill the space to the left side of you, exploring with your mind the feeling to the left side of the body. What is the distance between your arm and your body? How does the space between your fingers feel on the left side? And are you able to let your breath softly travel into that space and fill that space? Use your awareness of your body to come back to center. And And then start to feel into the whole space around you, as if you had a 360-degree awareness of that space. Your body suspended in the middle, and the space all around you is light and supportive, holding you. Feeling the container of your skin, the outer body, coming into contact with the surface around you. And let that dissolve. Let the container of your skin dissolve into the space around you. Your body might start to feel a light tingling, or just a sense of expanding out in general. Can you let your breath assist with that sense of expanding out into the space around you? Above you, below you, to the left and the right. Tune into a feeling of lightness, floating, weightlessness. The body is light, soft, easeful. Expanding into space. And then start to feel a sense of gravity, density. Like your awareness was gradually just drawing inward, moving from the outer space back to the body, and this sense of softly recoiling into yourself, into your core, into your stable center. Becoming a little bit more curious about the inner space. The space of your head. Take your awareness deep into your head, your brain, inner vision, inner awareness. Moving down into the space of the throat. And just sensing your breath move ever so softly across the back of the throat. Into the cavity of your chest. Exploring this space that houses your vital organs, your heart, the energetic heart center. And deeper into the abdomen, the softness of the belly. And the space of your pelvis. And then come back to the awareness of your whole body resting in space. Legs, left and right. Torso, lower and upper, front and back. Arms, left and right. And the head. Whole body. Aware of the inner space of the whole of the body. And the whole body resting in space. Come back to your breath. And just notice how your body is resting. Let your breath deepen a little. Become curious about your hands, your feet. And when you feel ready to move, you can deepen your breath even more and just start to make some very, very small movements, maybe just pressing the thumb into each finger or rolling your tongue across your teeth around your mouth. Slowly bringing yourself back to a more wakeful state of being. And you can take as much time as you need to here. And when you're ready, you might feel like doing a bigger movement, like a stretch, a yawn, hugging the knees in, gentle twist. knowing that this practice of Yoga Nidra is now over. May you enjoy your newfound sense of inner space. Hari Om. Namaste.